marathon, because that's how I do things and stuff. Just want to make sure that I didn't make this public for all subscribers, because you're the special ones, you know. Wait, where is it? It's not showing up here. So yeah, this is my monthly Patreon discussion. Sorry, this is very last minute. I didn't give you any forewarning, and that's because I don't know. I've been recovering from my marathon, guys. I've been a little tired, but here's the thing. I ran a marathon in Vegas 5, 6, 7, 8 days ago. 7 days ago. 7 days ago, yeah, because today's Sunday. It was a week ago. My legs are still recovering. I talked about it on Facebook, but I haven't talked about it anywhere else because we're keeping it secret. I didn't know we were keeping it secret when I talked about it on Facebook, but we're keeping it secret for the good stuff, for that video, which will be the final video of our, what we're calling, I guess, our season 2 of the good stuff of our PBS digital partnership. It will be the final video until maybe we renew our contract. We'll see. But we went to Vegas. We all went to Vegas, and I friggin' ran a marathon, 26.2 miles. Did I finish? Yes, I did. The minimum finishing time was supposed to be, or maximum finishing time was supposed to be 5 hours. I finished in 5 hours and 23 minutes. Here's the thing. I probably didn't train as much as I should have leading up to the marathon. The longest I ran before running the marathon was probably 12 miles. You're supposed to get up to like at least 18 or 20 at least once before you actually run the whole marathon. And I didn't, because I had a wedding and a honeymoon and lots of things, lots of excuses. But I decided to go for it anyway. And by about mile, so it started out on the Strip in Vegas, and that was awesome. It's the Rock and Roll Marathon, which was weird. It started with Kid Rock playing live, which was weird. I'm not a huge Kid Rock fan. There, I said it. But then we did the marathon, and people gathering around. I was in Corral 26 or something, and people gathered around. We got excited, music was blaring, and then we started running. And it started out like the first 6 miles or so were right down the Strip, the Vegas Strip. The road was blocked off, and it was quite an experience. It was awesome. The music was blasting. There were lights everywhere. People were cheering, really excited, and the cheering actually really motivates you to keep going. And my legs weren't hurting. But then around mile, let's say 10, my knees started to hurt a little bit, and I was getting a little concerned. And then around mile 12, where the split happened, where the people who were running the half marathon went one way, and the people running the full marathon went the other way. Right around then is where it all started to fall apart. A lot more people were going the half marathon route. And then a fewer people going the full marathon route, believe it or not. And then we started venturing off of the Strip, off of downtown. We were in downtown at that point, downtown Vegas, and which was still bright lights and fun and fun times and stuff. But we started venturing off into the darkness, into like no man's land Vegas, and it started to get quiet. There were less people cheering. It was even though we're the ones running the longer distance, we need more support. Come on, guys! And hey there, Freddie Reggae, welcome to the live stream. You're the only one watching right now, I believe, but that's okay. This will be recorded for everyone for all time, every patron anyway. So I ventured off, and it got dark. My legs started to kill me. This was around the time that the longest I had ever run. And my legs were like, nope, no way, sir. You there, sir. Kind bearded lad who was running above us, your legs. No, please, is what they said. And so it hurt like the most pain was like right here on both legs, the iliotibial band they call that, and it killed me. And but mentally I was just like, I don't want to, at the end of this marathon, I don't want to make excuses. I don't want to say that I didn't finish. I really, really want to finish. So I just decided to suffer. I just decided to take the pain. Probably not the healthiest move. Could have seriously injured myself. Maybe I did. But I kept going and occasionally stopped and walked at every water station, which was like every couple miles. And then around mile like 17, like this was off and on running. By mile like 14 or 15, I kind of was concerned I wasn't going to finish. But then I got like a second wind. My legs went numb, and I thought, you know what? I can do this. It's not hurting as much anymore. I can do this. And then I kept going. And then around mile 17, I was like, I can't do this. There's no way. And I did the math, the amount of time that was left. It was getting close to 9 p.m. This was a night marathon, by the way. It was getting close to 9 p.m. and the marathon ended supposedly at 10 p.m. And I had 8 miles to go. I think it might have been like 8:30 at this time. And I thought, there's no way. Even if I jogged it, I would just barely get to the end, probably. And I can't jog constantly right now. My legs are killing me too much. So I kind of gave up. I was like, I'm not going to finish. There's no way. I actually thought it was over. Then I kept jogging off and on and walking, and I got to mile 20, where my wife and some Good Stuff crew met up with me again. They met up with occasionally on the run. And I thought I was going to quit there at 20. But I decided, you know what? There's an hour left. There's 6 miles to go. If I just walk it fast, I might be able to do it. And so I walked, and then China, my wife, walked right along with me, which was very nice of her. She was hurting too. And by like mile 24, for most of the run, when I walked, it didn't hurt, just when I jogged. But by mile 24, it hurt when I walked even. It just was painful, just constant pain in my legs. And I couldn't jog. I just physically couldn't. If I started to jog, it would be too much pain. It'd be like lightening up my legs, and I couldn't do it. So I just limped. I limped like the last 2.5 miles. Got to the end. I'm finished with like 5 hours and 23 minutes. Which is not a great time, but I finished. I got a medal, and I was limping, and it really hurt to move. It hurt to just bend my leg. I don't know how I even walked that last couple miles, because once I stopped, I could barely start again. And I had a beer, and because they handed out beer at the end of the marathon, they tend to do that. And I finished, and it felt great and terrible. So that's the story of my marathon. I finished it. Boom. Here's the thing. I'm going to do it again maybe in a year. I don't know, half a year, however long it takes to recover. And train, because I'm going to train more properly this time so that my legs don't kill me at mile 12. Because I want to get under 4 hours. That's a goal of mine. So I'm going to do it again. Margaret Mansell says to clone some new legs. Okay, good idea. Did I have someone run along with me with a camera? Occasionally, Good Stuff people met up with me like 3 different times along the marathon, but I had a GoPro strapped to my wrist. So there's lots of me talking to the camera while I'm running. Lots of reaction. Whew. I'm gonna get under 4 hours next time though. So there's 3 viewers here now. That's exciting. And I guess that's all I had. I finished my marathon story. In Vegas was fun. We also, for the Good Stuff, while we were out there, we drove out to Area 51, secret alien area, and we're doing a video about that as well. We met up with Mike Rugnetta from Idea Channel, PBS Idea Channel, and did a little collaboration and saw the entrance to Area 51, and I interviewed Mike, and while not being able to walk anywhere because I just ran a marathon. But that was good. Probably lost like $50, $60 in Vegas on video poker. Don't gamble, kids. Margaret's sister just ran a marathon with her husband, and they both placed because there weren't very many people in the race. Yeah. Well, I also wasn't last, which is good. That felt good. But by the end, I was just walking, and there were a lot of people jogging still, like jogging past me. So they paced themselves better, I guess. I killed them. I just jogged too fast to mile 20 and then died. And it feels good to finish. I haven't jogged at all this last week. My legs are still recovering. It took about 3 days before I was even able to just comfortably bend my knees again. And now I can, and now it's just, they're just a little sore. Like I'll run a little bit when I'm walking mitzy, and my knee will start to hurt a little bit. So I probably need another couple weeks of not a lot of movement before I can more comfortably start running again, which is fine. I've been running almost every other day for months, so it feels good to take a little break. Yeah, that's I guess that's all. That's my story. Do you have any other questions about anything else? People watching? The three of you. What else can I talk about? I got a video coming out Monday that's called, what'd I call it? I called it Can Money Buy You Happiness? Because I read an article about it, and just sort of philosophized about that. I'm doing a little bit different stuff on WheezyWaiter these days. Last time I talked to you, I was talking about wanting to do bigger productions, and I kind of went the opposite way because of the marathon, because of the wedding, because of a lot of things. I just don't have the time. The schedule is so crazy, so I need to figure out a way to lower the time constraints of WheezyWaiter so I can get more done. I have a couple of bigger productions that I want to do, but I also at the same time am doing like these more stripped down, more like old school WheezyWaiter stuff. I'm using my vlog camera to shoot this stuff, and I've started to realize like a lot of the worry about lighting and camera quality and graphics and all that stuff is kind of distracting. It's kind of a distraction. Like I don't need to be doing that all the time. What's most important is the talky talk, getting what's in my mind brain out to the world as efficiently as possible for those types of videos. I still want to do like more sketch, more big production type videos as well. Those are harder to schedule, especially with my crazy schedule doing everything else. I have several ideas. They're going to happen. But in the meantime, I'm also doing these more bloggy type, you know what I'm saying, old school WheezyWaiter stuff. And I hope you're enjoying that. Freddie's asking, do you do other sports? I played a lot of sports in high school because I'm from a small town, and it was really easy to just be on teams. So I played basketball, baseball, occasionally baseball, and football. I played high school football, believe it or not. Nowadays, no, I jog, and that's about it, and make videos. That's all I have time for. I'd love to play a pickup game of basketball every now and then if anyone else would want to organize something like that, but I haven't done that in a long time. Freddie loved the hotel room video. Get drunk. Well, thank you. I will try to keep that up. I'm going to make a video right after this and keep it. It's going to be weird and silly like the hotel room video, hopefully. What do I think of the reactions to the handheld stuff? Margaret asks. There are several. Like it runs the gamut. There are people who love the return to the old style, and they like the more stripped down, more personal style. Some people are like, I don't like the lighting, I don't like the camera, I don't like the sound. And I expected that. In any change, you're going to have people who don't like it. Doesn't matter if it's a change for better quality or worse quality, which is those are relative terms. It's not really a matter of better or worse. But whenever there's a change in quality, a change in content, people are going to react. You're going to have a split reaction. You're not going to please everybody. And personally, it doesn't really bother me that some people don't necessarily like the change. If they really, really don't like it and they stop watching, then what were they even watching for in the first place? Because the content really hasn't changed. I'm still the same guy, same humor. And so it doesn't necessarily bother me. I try to ignore it. I've always, since I started this, I've tried to ignore most criticisms that I don't agree with. It's good to have health, to pay attention to criticism and try to improve, but you also got to keep it at a little distance. Otherwise, you'll paralyze yourself and never change. And not changing, to me, is boring. Thank you, Freddie, for wishing me a happy video making. I think that is all for now, guys. I have to go make this video, and this will be here recorded forever for you future viewers and for you current viewers. You can go back and watch the beginning if you missed my beginning of my marathon story. Thank you so much for your support. It's amazing that I get to do this and that you like it and you continue to help out, and I'm very grateful. And I will keep trying to bring my weirdness to the world. So, thank you. Bye.